Hello and welcome to another video. Getting rich is probably the goal that almost everyone is dreaming about, but unfortunately it's a long and tough way that not many actually achieve. But one of the ways to do it is to look at how rich people actually got rich and use a similar strategy. In fact, the strategy I'm about to share with you has been given the name of the eighth wonder of the world. It's the most practical way to get rich. And no, it's not a scam, although that it sounds like one, because this is the strategy that Warren Buffett has used to become the second richest man in the world. And if you've watched his interviews, you probably have heard about it. In fact, this is one of the reasons why rich people get richer, because almost all rich people use this strategy to invest their money. And here in this video, I will show you the strategy and how exactly it works. So if you haven't subscribed yet, then hit the subscribe button and the bell besides it and enjoy the video. When Warren Buffett was asked how did he become the second richest man in the world, he simply replied, "My wealth has came from a combination of living in America, some lucky genes, and compound interest." But what is compound interest? It's the strategy that most rich people use to keep getting richer. In order to understand compound interest, let's first understand how interest works in the first place. If you have watched my past videos, you probably know that saving money is a bad idea unless you save to invest, because your money loses value over time. So in order to prevent that and benefit the most out of your money, you should keep it somewhere so that it keeps increasing even if you're doing nothing. In other words, you let your money work for you. Let's say, for example, you invest $10,000 in the stock market and get a rate of return of 10% annually. That basically means that every single year, your $10,000 will earn you an extra $1,000. Not bad, right? That's what simple interest is. You can take that money and do whatever you want. Now imagine if you don't get that money out and invest it back. So if this year you made $1,000 from your $10,000 investment, next year you are going to make $1,100. Why? Because now it's 10% on $11,000 since you have invested back the money and didn't withdraw it. Now guess what happens in 15 years? It's going to grow to almost $42,000, when with a simple interest you could only make $25,000. You can see the difference yourself. Compounding works when you invest for a long period of time. So what would happen if you keep it for another 15 years? With a simple interest, it will grow to $40,000, but with compounding, it will increase up to $175,000. You can see how compounding grows your money faster over time, and that's just with $10,000. And that's how most rich people invest their money. Since rich people already have a lot of money, compounding simply makes them richer every single year, and that's one of the reasons why the gap between the rich and the poor increases continuously. If you look at Warren Buffett, you can clearly see that most of his wealth was acquired in recent years. In fact, he made his first million at the age of 30. Even when he was still 50 years old, his net worth wasn't even close to $1 billion. And that's the key principle in compound interest. The longer you keep it, the faster it grows. In other words, the earlier you invest, the better it is. And Warren Buffett started when he was still 14. Now the question is, how can this help you? You probably have already realized that this isn't the fastest way to get rich, but probably the most practical. Just by saving few $100s every single month, you can make a couple of million of dollars. Let's assume you're 18 years old and you invest $300 every single month. Guess how much that would be by the time you retire? If you simply save it, that's going to be around $170,000. Not that much, right? But if you invested with compound interest at the rate of 10%, for example, it would be $3.5 million. Way much more than this. So don't just save money, because savers are losers since your money depreciates over time, but rather save to invest. And a lot of people are going to say, I don't want to wait for such a long time to make a lot of money. I want to make it while I'm young and enjoy it. Of course you can do that, no one is stopping you. But instead of just keeping your savings in a bank, why not let it grow faster? If you want to know why you should not be leaving your money in the bank, then you should watch this video that will appear on the screen right now. Anyways, hope this video was helpful, and if it was, then hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.